Thank you for joining ComForCare and At Your Side Home Care for this informative Dementia-Wise webinar, which describes unleashing creativity in dementia. Please let me welcome our host, Director of Special Populations, Dr. Deborah Beer.
Welcome to this free Dementia-Wise webcast. Today we'll be talking about creative activities for people with dementia. We'll cover the powerful impact of arts in dementia, how to do arts with people with dementia. We'll give some sample arts programs for people with dementia and some additional resources. But first, I want to say that this webcast is for educational purposes only, and the information provided is not intended to be diagnostic or serve as a substitute for actual medical advice. If you have concerns about your or your loved one's health or diagnosis, please seek help from a licensed medical professional. You know, it's possible to have a good quality, satisfying life even with dementia. Even though we usually associate dementia with loss of functionality, there are still many important abilities that are intact until the end of life or that remain intact for a long time into the course of dementia. When we use cutting-edge dementia care best practices, we help people use their still present abilities. There are still many ways to live the best life possible, including through creativity. Let's look at some drives and abilities that remain intact longest that allow people with dementia to be creative far into the disease. This includes the drive and ability to communicate, the drive for self-expression, and for connection, relationships, and social contact. Then there's the drive and ability to have fun and experience pleasure, and the ability to grow and change emotionally and spiritually throughout life. Creativity feeds all of these needs and abilities. Older people actually hold neurological advantages due to their age and experiences. This is part of why the arts can have such a profound effect on elders, including those who have dementia. Creative activities actually stimulate positive changes in the brain. Also, older people's brains show neuroplasticity, which is the ability of our nervous system to respond to our environment by actually reorganizing its structure, function, and interconnections. We know that neuroplasticity increases with age and helps us retain and increase our brain function over time. Creativity spurs a whole host of positive brain effects and contributes to neuroplasticity. Research shows that creative activities actually help the brain repair itself. They strengthen mind and body, they reduce depression, and they encourage engagement through fun. Creative activities also increase overall health and quality of life, and they help people with dementia retain their abilities longer and experience more happiness and life meaning. Meaningful activities can also reduce sundowning, challenging behavior, refusal of care, boredom, restlessness, agitation, irritability, paranoia, and confusion. Music has special abilities when it comes to people with dementia, abilities that research supports. Human beings have an innate understanding of music, rhythm, dance, and lyrics, and these remain intact with dementia. The ability to make music continues far into dementia, and enjoyment of music continues right up until the very end of life. Powerful, enjoyable, easy-to-do music activities are now available for those with dementia. For some real-life examples of the power of music, you can view the documentary Alive Inside. When doing creative activities with people with dementia, here are some recommendations for best results. First, it's important to customize activities to fit the person's social history, interests, and abilities. You should focus on what is still possible and not on what is no longer fully functioning. During creative activities, the person with dementia should be paired with a care partner who supports and encourages the activity. Alongside the person with dementia, that partner explores and discusses the activity and helps sequence the creative session. The care partner should create alongside the person with dementia, modeling the process. The goal is not to do the project for the person, but to do it with them. And lastly, know that the creative exploration process is a two-way street. People with dementia still have valuable things to teach. With their care partner, can learn and benefit from each other. With the right leadership, a group of people with dementia can successfully collaborate together on an arts project. This can be enormous fun for everyone, and the outcome can be delightful and inspiring. For example, a group can write a poem together. They can compose still life photos, hold a fashion show, watch famous movie clips, explore paints, pens, markers, or dance to some favorite music. Now, do these projects seem like impossible dreams to you? Well, they have each been done successfully with people with dementia. You know, as a culture, we consistently underestimate elders' abilities and interests. This is even more true when it comes to people living with dementia. Care partners should keep open minds and try a collaborative project while using best practice dementia care methods. Dementia offers new opportunities for being creative. People with dementia often lose their inhibitions, which allows them to be creative and far less self-editing. Most artists have to work their whole lives to be more fearlessly creative, yet people with dementia can be creative in ways they would never have been able to earlier in life. This includes people who had never thought of themselves as artists. This inner freedom can also help longtime artists with dementia stretch and be more creatively fearless. Let's look at some creative activities that can be successful for people with dementia. Our first example is the drawing art called Zentangle. Zentangle has been proven to increase the sense of well-being in people with dementia. Zentangle is fun, easy, and a relaxing method of drawing that almost anyone can learn, including people with early and mid-stage dementia. The drawings are beautiful, satisfying, creative, and enjoyable to do and see. Research has shown that doing Zentangle can be beneficial for people with dementia. And Zentangle is wonderful for caregivers too. Look at zentangle.com for more info. Another successful project is making greeting cards. For our older generation, handwritten correspondence and cards are important, so this activity can be appealing to them. Use any occasion to create cards such as holidays, birthdays, seasonal change, and so on. Use any medium the person enjoys and can use with an art partner's support, such as paint, pencil, pen, collage, stickers, and so on. Cut paper collage and glue stick are easy for those with earlier stages of dementia. Stickers can be used when dexterity becomes an issue with advancing dementia. The person with dementia and their care partner can work side by side on their own creations, learning from each other. When finished, the care partner can help the person fill out, sign, and send the card if they need assistance. Dance is another area that's wonderful for people with dementia. Social dance steps can be recalled far into dementia, especially when paired with favorite music. Rhythm, music, and a dance partner's touch are also understood with dementia right up until the end of life. Dance can be done standing, seated, in a wheelchair, lying down, in a group, partnered or alone. People with dementia can move whatever still moves, dance to the rhythm, sway, keep the beat. All of this is possible far into dementia's progress. Dancing together is a wonderful form of communication and closeness when language is failing. Keep in mind that all people with dementia are fall risks. Social dancing with a care partner's physical support can enhance safety. Adult coloring has become very popular recently, and this is another area where research results are positive for people with dementia as well as for their caregivers. Adult coloring on paper can dramatically reduce dementia care burden as well as challenging behavior. You should use adult coloring books only, not children's coloring books. This is more respectful for adults. People with dementia can feel patronized when asked to use children's things. Coloring should be kept simple. Make sure the drawing you're using is simple enough for them to understand. Since people with dementia have difficulties making decisions, I think 64 colors are far too many to use at once. I suggest using only a few crayons or pens in favorite colors and remove the rest from sight. The Alzheimer's Poetry Project offers energizing, creative projects that are emotionally positive and that build confidence and self-expression. Poetry provides rhythm, rhyme, emotion, and sensory stimulation, and therefore overlaps with the still present abilities of many with dementia. Poetry activities can be for groups or one-on-one. Group sessions recite and discuss classic, well-known poems. Sessions also provide structured, on-the-spot group poetry writing. It's really a lot of fun, and the poems can be quite moving. See altspoetry.com for more information. Let's look at some additional resources. ComForCare and At Your Side Home Care's Meaningful Activities program, ActivityWise, brings activities into any care setting. We consider meaningful activities to be a vital aspect of daily care, not just as special or occasional events. We select activities that match the person's interests, preferences, and life history, and then we customize them to meet that person's still intact abilities. ActivityWise includes both one-on-one and group activities. I recommend you check out the National Center for Creative Aging at creativeaging.org. They focus on the benefits of creative expression in healthy aging and offer training, including about how to offer group experiences to elders. They're an inspiring resource to tap. Are you a family member of someone with dementia or a healthcare professional who manages dementia care, caregivers, or families dealing with dementia? Our offices can assist with strategies and solutions for your dementia care challenges. Contact your local ComForCare or At Your Side office for information about our dementia care services. Thank you for joining me for this Dementia Wise webcast.